13 on your sidelines. Your team, your turf. Witness high school football. The games, the grit, the glory. Jacob Seuss, 13 on your sidelines. Sponsored by Rant Insurance.
You can be louder than that. Come on. All right, well, if you like upsets, if you like last-minute finishes, if you like chaos, buckle in. This is the place for you. 13 on your sidelines. I'm Jacob Seuss. It's trophy time because district championships are on the line this week. But before we find out who's taking home the hardware, we have to let you know who's in the house tonight. Please welcome the cheerleaders from Grand Rapids Catholic Central. This year's playoffs have given us a good amount of regular season rematches, including our 13 on your sidelines game of the week. Newaygo beat Central Montcalm 21-12 all the way back in week 2. Turned out to be the only blemish on an otherwise perfect season for the 9-1 Hornets. These two teams have squared off every year since Newaygo joined the CSAA back in 2012. Early first quarter, Hornets on the 1. McCoy Wernholm takes it in for the touchdown, 8-0. Next drive for Central Montcalm, they do it again. Anthony Schultz hits the end in for the score. Central Montcalm up 16-zip, but Newaygo would answer in the red zone now. Hand off to Porter Slaminski. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. It was a 10-point game. More Lions now in the second. Hand off to Trevor Gerbrecht. He's going to take it all the way in for the touchdown just like that, 16-14. And before the half, they do it again. Check this out. Blake Kerr to Hunter Yersevich to Sebastian Ballinger. Trickery in the end zone, 22 unanswered from the Lions. Second half we go now, tied at 22. Kerr is going to throw it to Yersevich again, and he's going to catch it, but he's going to cough up the rock. Henry Wood, though, there to pick up his teammate, and he would take it in for the score. Just how they drew it up. Newaygo had a 28-22 lead. Still in the third, Lions looking to strike again. Kerr is going to hit Wood, reward him for that last play. He's going to take it in for the score. It was 35-22, but the Hornets not dead yet. They were in plus territory on the 30. Emmett Lingman, he is going to toss up a dime. Jamison Johns, not only does he catch it, but he breaks the tackle, and he is in for the score. It was a one-possession ball game, 35-28. Just minutes remain now. Hornets on the 10. Quarterback keeper Lingman calls his own number. He takes it in, 35-34. They're going for 2. They're going for the win. Newaygo's defense stands tall. The Lions, they take the district championship, 35-34.
I'm so happy for these guys. I'm happy for this school. I'm happy for this community. I'm happy for our staff, okay, and I'm even happy. And that usually takes quite a bit.
They'll go on to face Lansing Catholic. The Cougars got the win tonight, 31-28. And here's another exciting rematch to start off our show. Mona Shores beat Byron Center 14-12 all the way back in week 4. Our producer, Matt Gard, he was at Sailor Stadium tonight as the Bulldogs looked for revenge.
Yeah, Jacob, and what a thriller it was at Sailor Stadium tonight. Byron Center led 23-0 at one point. We pick it up 23-8 in the third. Jonathan Pittman fakes the handoff, takes it himself, gets it in from 17 yards out. That made it a 23-14 game. They got to go for 2, make it a 7-point game. Pittman looking for somebody to throw to, can't find anybody, takes it in himself again. 23-16 Byron Center. To the fourth now. Guess who's going to get the ball? Jonathan Pittman once more for the score. Tie ball game 23-23, but BC would respond. Landon Tungate drops back to pass. He finds Will Lake. He's going to make an excellent catch. Gets into Sailor territory later on in the drive. Tungate, he's going to take the QB keeper for the touchdown that makes it 30-23. And if you're a Landon Tungate fan, stick around at least through the next break. Trust me, you're going to be glad you did. 3 minutes left in the game. Shores with one last chance. Pittman throws it up. Will Lake intercepts it Byron Center hangs on to win a thrilling game 30-23, and the Bulldogs will go on to face Portage Central next week. The Mustangs beat Mattawan 22-0 tonight, Jacob.
2 one-possession games to start the night. You can tell the theme we're going with here. Part of Hudsonville's OK Red title run was a 35-16 win over Granville in Week 7, but the battle-tested Bulldogs already have a playoff revenge win under their belt after they took down Rockford just last week. Tonight, Granville looked for another. Tonight's Division I showdown, the 37th meeting between these conference foes. Over 3 to go in the first quarter. Jaden Terry, what can't this junior do? He's going to fly through the line of scrimmage, 27 yards to the house, Granville up 7-0. So we go on the following drive, the Eagles would respond. Hudsonville quarterback Griffin Baker, he goes outside to Carson Dykstra, picks up the first down, puts the Eagles in field goal range. So we move on to the second quarter, and it's fitting Christmas was the student section theme tonight because Hudsonville gives the Bulldogs a gift. Short and wide right. Granville escapes, no damage done, no harm, no foul. Just 2 plays later, though, it's the tank again. Shakes a man, and he's gone after that. 47 yards before getting snagged. Huge gain for the junior running back. You're also going to want to stick around if you're a Terry fan. The Eagle defense would hold strong, though, keeping Granville limited to that 29-yard field goal try from Brandon Kulinick. Splits the uprights, gives the Bulldogs a 10-0 lead at the break, but in the end, the Eagles of Hudsonville make an impressive comeback win. The Eagles moving on 19-16. They'll go on to face meteorologist Blake Hansen's Howell Highlanders. Howell beat Brighton 35-33 tonight. Howell also beat Hudsonville 21-17 in the season opener, so we're going to keep an eye on that one heading to next week. This next one isn't a regular season rematch, but Portland and Hastings did face off in the district championship game last season. Red Raiders came out on top in that one. Time to see what happens in D4 this year. Portland came into tonight undefeated, while Hastings had just 1 loss all year. Early in the fourth, Hastings down 9, facing 4th and 3, but the middle of the Portland D, led by Brad Myers, comes up with the big stop. Next drive, 4th down for Portland, and they are going to cause some damage. Dominic Navarro finds his cousin, Chris Bately, on the slant. Bately does the rest, 39-yard touchdown. It's a family affair. Portland would put it away late. The Cousins, they connect for another long touchdown on 4th down. The Raiders win it 37-14, their 4th straight district championship. They'll go on to face Niles next week. The Vikings beat Edwardsburg 21-0, down by that Indiana state line. And we're staying in Division 4 now on the other side of the break. Coming up, Whitehall and Big Rapids go head-to-head in postseason action for the 3rd consecutive year. Would it be the Vikings or Cardinals coming on top this time around? Stick with us.